Just 2 months ago, the Washington Wizards were one of the worst teams in the NBA. They had the 15th seed in the East, and if it were 2019, nothing to fight for. But with the play-in tournament allowing the 10th seed a playoff chance and a prime 2017-looking Russell Westbrook, they have fought their way back into certain play-in contention. Meanwhile, in the West, fans of teams such as the Pelicans, Spurs, Warriors, and Grizzlies that would normally be going through a mediocre season resulting in a first-round exit at best get to watch an immersive race to the 7 through 10 seeds, hoping for a play-in seed that would give both playoff experience to these mostly young teams and excitement to the hungry fans. Add a bit of LeBron and Steph Curry to the mix, and we've got ourselves a season. With the Warriors recapturing the 8th seed with the win against the Thunder last night, they're looking at a game versus a stone-cold Portland for a playoff seed, and if the standings stay this way, an extremely difficult first-round matchup with the Phoenix Suns. The Blazers would then have a winner-or-go-home game against the winner of the Spurs-Grizzlies game, which I honestly don't see them losing, and a relatively winnable season against the Jazz. But it's not that simple. Not even close. First of all, the Suns and Jazz are in a close battle for the 1 seed, and there's no way to tell who will take it with the season coming to a close. But more importantly, the Lakers, who have recently fallen to the 6th seed, the lowest outside of the play-in, are just one loss away from the 7th seed. With the way they've been playing as of late and LeBron's injury, this is more than likely what will happen. I mentioned the Blazers were stone cold, but come clutch time, Dame will set his game up for the end of the year. That's what he does. And I think it's very likely that the Lakers take the 7th seed in the play-in game, while Portland gets the guaranteed playoff seed against a team like the Clippers or Nuggets. Not the best, but certainly better than tiring yourself out in the play-in tournament. The Spurs are pretty much locked in for the 10th seed, and as the 9 and 8 seeds are pretty out of reach and the Pelicans are pretty far behind, they should probably hang on to it come end of the season. With that being said, I don't think that the 9, 8, and 7 seeds are completely locked up. The Lakers could fall even more, which might not happen, but it might because of the way they're playing. If they keep losing like this, there's no way they can even hang on to the 8th seed. The Warriors have a tougher schedule than the Grizzlies, and with their 8-man roster and offensive inconsistencies, the Grizzlies have the clear advantage. With that being said, I predict the Warriors and Grizzlies to go into their final game of the regular season, which happens to be against each other, tied with their records, and have an epic showdown for the 8th seed. Wishful thinking, but honestly, it's possible. The Warriors will win this game in my eyes and play the Lakers for the 7th seed, because I feel like the Lakers will hang on to the 7th seed no matter how cold they get. They've got LeBron, AD, and Schroeder off the bench. There's no way they're winning this game, however. The Lakers will take the 7th seed, and the Warriors will take the 8th seed if they can beat the winner of the Grizzlies-Spurs game. Because there's just no way Wiggins and Dre can lock up even a shaken-up LeBron and AD. So, in the Grizzlies-Spurs game, I don't think it's going to be close. DeMar DeRozan and DeJounte Murray are great, but Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, and the rest are better. Valanciunas can more than lock up what Rudy Gay brings on the offensive end. And without any bigs and a significant disadvantage in rebounding, the Grizzlies will win this game by at least 10. Which brings us to another Grizzlies-Warriors matchup. Now, I think this game would come down to the wire, but Curry, no matter how good he is, cannot take this Warriors team past the healthy Grizzlies twice in the same couple weeks. Especially with Bazemore missing everything and Oubre, Pascal, Lee, and Wiseman out. The Grizzlies will take the 8th seed, and after an exciting play-in tournament, the play-in has been decided. But that's not it. The effects of this tournament don't just last this long. Although the Lakers are the defending champions, they fell all the way down to the 7th seed, and combine that with the repercussions of a tired LeBron, I don't think they're beating the Suns and the Jazz. And without LeBron in the way in the West, the Suns have a clear path to the championship. And we get a Suns-Nets finals, and that's a matchup for the ages. Chris Paul versus Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker versus James Harden, DeAndre Ayton in the post, and Kevin Durant out there just by himself. That's a matchup for the ages, and I don't think anyone's going to want to miss it. All because the Lakers were tired. And that's the playing effect. For more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and turn the post notifications on so you know when I upload more content like this. Thanks for watching. I'm out.